The Hindu Marriage Act, 1955 covers consent in several ways, including 1. Marriage. A marriage can only be legally entered into if both parties give their full and free consent. This consent must be given in person, in the presence of witnesses, and in front of an authority who can solemnize the marriage. 2. Divorce by mutual consent. Spouses can seek a divorce by mutual consent under Section 13B of the Hindu Marriage Act. The parties must have been living separately for at least 1 year. The parties must have mutually agreed to dissolve the marriage. The parties must have given their free consent without any undue influence. The parties must jointly file a petition with the family court. The parties must appear before the court and give statements. There is a waiting period of 6 to 18 months after the petition is filed. 1. Insanity. An individual who is not capable of distinguishing between right and wrong, or who lacks the ability to give informed consent, is not deemed capable of entering into a marital relationship. To obtain a divorce under the consent theory, mutual consent, under the Hindu Marriage Act, 1955, both spouses must jointly file a petition in the family court, stating they have been living separately for at least 1 year and have mutually agreed to dissolve the marriage, requiring a two-stage process with a mandatory, cooling-off, period between the first motion and the final decree of divorce, essentially. Both parties must appear before the court on 2 separate occasions to confirm their consent to the divorce. Key points about the procedure. 1. Section 13B. The provision for mutual consent divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act is found in Section 13B. 2. Joint petition. Both husband and wife must jointly file the petition in the family court. 3. Living separately. The petition must state that the couple has been living separately for at least 1 year. 4. First motion. The first court appearance involves both parties stating their intention to divorce and the court records their statements. 5. Cooling off period. After the first motion, the court will typically grant a mandatory waiting period, usually 6 months, to allow for reconciliation if possible. And 6. Second motion. Following the cooling off period, both parties must reappear in court to confirm their continued consent to the divorce and finalize the proceedings. Important considerations. 1. No-fault basis. A divorce under mutual consent is considered a no-fault divorce, meaning neither party needs to prove any wrongdoing. 2. Child custody and alimony. If there are children involved, arrangements regarding child custody and alimony must be mutually agreed upon and mentioned in the petition. And 3. Legal advice. It is highly advisable to consult with a lawyer specializing in family law to understand the specific requirements and procedures involved in filing for a mutual consent divorce in your jurisdiction.